It's not my first rodeo with Saudi Arabia, and it's also not my first rodeo with attempting to get government attention on human rights issues for Saudi people in Australia and overseas. I represent Lolita. I am incredibly concerned about her safety and well-being at this point in time. I can say that it is my belief there is absolutely no way that she would have left Australia voluntarily. I was engaging with Lolita in my capacity as her solicitor, but also knew her through friends and other people, so got to know her more as an individual as well. Fun-loving, lovely, really ready to live a free and unencumbered life here in Australia. We understand that she's currently in a prison or in a type of detention centre for wayward women. And that is to do with Saudi Arabia's guardianship system and gender apartheid over women in that country. Many women who flee regimes like Saudi Arabia to come to a Western state, you would think that once they get here they'd be safe, they'd be able to relax into a life where they can truly be themselves. As we have seen, that is not the case. There are multiple instances around the world of Saudi women who have been harassed and hunted down in their country of refuge and either forced to go back or effectively live in fear, and in some cases there is strong evidence that they have been assaulted or in fact murdered. I think this is absolutely the case for Lolita. We are aware that there were approaches prior to her being taken and that she was very distressed and concerned about various people in her life and about various situations around her. I haven't heard from Lolita recently. In fact, I haven't heard from her for over a year, and that sounds quite extraordinary, but that is the length of time that it has taken to confirm my suspicions that she was forcibly removed from Australia against her will. This was preventable because it was foreseeable. This is not just about Lolita, this is about wider populations of vulnerable people in Australia who should be able to go about their lives freely and without constantly checking that they're safe and being suspicious of contacts and people in their lives. This is a much larger issue. It would not take much for the Department of Home Affairs or Immigration, O'Neill or Giles, to grant this woman the visa that she should have had.